The sun is the source of most of our energy here on Earth. Energy from the sun is used to produce electricity using photovoltaics and solar thermal plants. That same energy is also used for heating using solar domestic hot water systems, hydronic heating, solar air heating, and solar cooking, just to name a few. This video will talk about how the sun produces that energy. The sun produces energy using a process called fusion. Let's start our explanation of fusion with the atom.
Electromagnetic radiation is energy that travels in the form of electromagnetic waves. Different types of electromagnetic waves carry different amounts of energy. The shorter the wavelength, the more energy carried by the wave. The wavelength of emitted radiation is determined by the temperature of the object it comes from.
Priya lives here, in Cape Town, with her husband, her kids, and Gran. Naturally, they all use a lot of hot water, and with rising electricity prices and the high demand for energy, her bills are through the roof, and the power cuts aren't helping either. Priya cares about the environment, so she decided to get a solar water heater, but it was expensive, poorly made, and when the sun went away, so did the hot water. It just didn't seem worth the energy. Sol Geyser from the Green Building Company is here to change all that, with new technology that provides more hot water at hotter temperatures. We build our products around the concept of biomimicry, designing technology with the same principles found in nature. Like a flower, Sol Geyser automatically follows the sun, collecting 40% more energy than passive heaters. The hot water is then efficiently stored, mixed, and distributed, delivering child-safe water to the bathrooms and piping hot water to the rest of the house, even on cloudy days.
The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon named after where it often occurs, greenhouses. As you probably know, greenhouses are buildings designed to grow plants. They typically have roofs or walls of glass. Glass, which is mostly made of a compound called silicon dioxide, is transparent to visible and ultraviolet light. However, it's not transparent to infrared light, which is another name for what we call heat. In a greenhouse, ultraviolet and visible light enters the building. It is absorbed by the building's contents, with some of the energy being re-emitted as lower energy infrared radiation. The infrared radiation is then trapped in the building, resulting in a slow rise in temperature. This, of course, is the same phenomena that causes the interior of a car to heat up on a sunny day when the windows are closed. This same phenomenon is happening at a global scale. We replace the greenhouse with the Earth and its atmosphere, with the atmosphere playing the role of the greenhouse glass. How effective is the atmosphere at trapping the infrared radiation? That depends on the gases in the atmosphere. The main contributors to trapping of greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Their contribution to global warming depends on 1, how effective the molecule is at absorbing infrared radiation, 2, the residence time that the gas naturally has in the atmosphere, and 3, the total concentration of the gas in the atmosphere. This image
Well, heat can be either reflected or absorbed, just like light.
I don't get it.
I'd better show a demo. Fred, could you turn on the laboratory sun lamp, please?
Okay.
Hey, the temperature's going up.
Now, do you know why?
Because the sun lamp is very hot.
Well, that's right. But look, the thermometer with the black shirt is heating up faster.
So that explains why Mr. Richmond was very hot and felt faint.
That's right.
Just because of the shirt color?
That's correct. The black absorbed a lot of the heat while the white reflected it. Do you know why a white shirt like this looks white to us?
Because it's white?
No.
How could I have missed that one?
It looks white because it is made in such a way as to reflect light and heat. The white color you see is actually reflected light and heat coming off the cloth.
But the black cloth of this shirt is not reflecting any light or heat, is it?
No, ma'am, it isn't. It's sucking the heat and light in and trapping it, getting hotter and hotter.
Thank you, Professor Parsons. Have different experiences under the hot sun?
Yes, indeed. First, let's talk about the heat, since that's really what this case is all about. Now, believe it or not, heat is a form of light.
What?
Here, Mr. Savage, take this flashlight and shine it at this mirror.
I can't see.
And why not?
Because the light is reflecting back into my eyes.
That's right. Now, the important word here is reflecting. Because now, Mr. Savage, I want you to shine the light at this old piece of wood. Okay, good. Now what's happening?
I'm still having trouble seeing.
Very good, Mr. Savage. So where does the light go?
Some of it gets absorbed in the wood.
Absorbed into the wood?
That's right. The light gets absorbed right into the wood.
You mean like a sponge?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that.
But what does this have to do with the case?